Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a really informal sit down chatty video. I have my little helper P. She's actually eating her lunch, but I figured it was probably the best way to keep her still is to give her her lunch whilst I'm trying to film this video. And that is P's 18-month update. I wish I did these throughout the months, and I never did it, and I don't know why, because it would be good to refer back to when I do have another baby. So we're starting at 18 months. I'm just going to ramble really, there's no real structure to it. I just figured I'd talk to you about how she's developed, what she's into, what she likes, what she doesn't like, and just about her. So P is just over 18 months now. She turned 18 months on the 11th of May. I can't believe she's been here for a year and a half. It's crazy to think how much she's grown in a year and a half. I just can't get my head around the fact she was in my stomach and now she's here eating some toast. She has 3 teeth. She took a long time to get her teeth. I know babies can get teeth from 6 months. She got her first teeth at 15 months, I think. They only just started, you know, when you can see them underneath the gums. I explain it that it looks like when you get a slab of ham and you get the little bit of jelly. I know it sounds rank, I'm sorry if anyone's vegetarian, but you get the little bit of jelly where I don't know where the jelly comes from, but that's what I thought P's teeth looked like when they came through. And I had probably 3 or 4 days of teething hell, but then since then she's just sort of, what do you want? You've got your toast here, huh? Yeah, so other than the 4 days of teething hell of explosive nappies and having to change the sheets on her bed 3 times a day, she just gets on with it. She doesn't really like teething toys anymore. She loved them when she was younger, but now she'd rather just chomp on her dummy or chomp on her hand, which I'm fine with. But yeah, she's getting on with it quite well. I think the other top tooth is going to come through. So she's got her 2 bottom front teeth. I don't know what they're called. She's got these 2, and then she's got, I don't even know if it's a left or a right. That's how bad I am. Baby girl, look at me. It's this side, so it's her left. So I'm hoping that her top right one's going to come through soon, because you can just about see it. So I'll probably have a couple of days of tantrums and then that'll be done. She has also mastered crawling and walking. She did it all in 1 week and I wasn't mentally prepared for it. She again was quite slow. She started crawling at between 16 and 17 months, and then she was able to scale the furniture absolutely fine. And then one day I was hanging up my washing and she just let go of the table and came towards me, and I was like, oh my god, had to film it. Since then she's had a couple of falls which have knocked her confidence, and when that happens she clings to the furniture and cries if I'm not there to hold her hand when she wants to walk elsewhere. Then the other week she was like, I don't need my mum anymore, I'm going to be independent, and off she went. She did it off her own back, and now she's like a little speed demon. She'll walk everywhere in the house because we live in a bungalow. We are very fortunate we don't have stairs. Yeah, she'll just walk wherever she wants to. With walking she has also got quite a good sense of association, so I'll say to her, go to your bedroom or go to the bathroom or go to the table, and she knows what I'm talking about. So even though she can't speak herself, I'll get onto her speech in a minute, but even though she can't speak herself, she does understand what things are. So when I say, where's your sister, we call Roo, our cat, we call her Whirly, I don't know why. We call her Whirly, we call her Roo, or we call her sister. She's obviously not her sister, she's a cat. But P understands that Roo has got 3 different names, so it's really clever to see when I'm like, where's your sister? And she'll go off and try and find her. It melts my heart and it makes me so broody when I see her with Roo, because it just, oh, it's just beautiful. So when it comes to P's speech, she is, I don't know if she's delayed or not. She's been delayed in quite a lot of things, so I'm not really too worried because she's very savvy and she understands things. I'm not too worried about it. She says mama, she says dada, she says yeah, and she's starting to say hiya or Hiya. Aren't you? And when I wave and say hello or goodbye, she knows what I'm saying. Don't you? Hello? She does understand, and she's got a very limited speech, but I'm hoping to try and develop that. If you have any tips as to how to get children speaking, please leave them below, because it's something that I do really want to focus on next. Now she's mastered walking, I would like her to sort of point at like her drink and say drink or water or juice or whatever they say. I don't know, obviously I'm a first time mum, I'm no expert, and I don't know if I'm doing things right or wrong. I know there is no right or wrong way, but I would like to try and encourage her speech. She also does a lot of waving and clapping. I won't do it now because obviously she's having her lunch, but she can wave, she can clap. She does peekaboo, or I just say, where have you gone? And she hides herself and then she goes boo. And this past couple of weeks, she's learned where things are on her face. I have got no idea how she's picked it up, but she just started doing it. So she knows where her nose is, her mouth, her tongue, her ears, her tummy. When I say touch your tummy, she touches her crotch, but that's basically her tummy. She knows where her hair is. She doesn't know where her eyes are, and when I say hold your hands, she'll hold her hands. I'll try and do it. Hold your hands. Hold your hands. She's not interested because she's eating her lunch, but it's the cutest thing. She'll just go like this. It melts my heart. As for eating habits, she is hit and miss. I assume like all children are. One day she'll have a really good... Are you okay? One day she'll have a really good eating day and she'll smash all of her meals, and then the next day she will just refuse it point blank. It's very frustrating when I do her favourite dinner and she doesn't eat it. I remember just before Christmas she was not eating anything, so at 13 months she was still on purees, and she's come so much further than that now. She's eating pasta, she's eating rice, she's eating chicken, she eats... I don't cook fish, so I give her fish fingers. Call me bad mum, but I personally don't eat fish, so neither does Neil. So her fish is fish fingers. Oh, thanks for your peanut butter over my tights. Oh, she's rubbing peanut butter in my tights. You're so cheeky. No, I don't want peanut butter in my tights. Her favourite food is... She's still rubbing peanut butter on my toes. Okay, mum, I have to change. Her favourite food is toast, like her mama's. I don't blame her. I love a slice of toast. What else does she eat? She's quite fussy when it comes to fruit and veg. What child isn't? She's very particular. One day she'll love strawberries and then she won't, and then she'll love blueberries and then she won't. Still hates potato. I'm trying to get her on it. I've been trying for so long. The other day she actually had some of Neil's chips. Again, call me a bad mother, but if it's a start on getting her onto potato, then that's what I'm going to give her. And she actually was pointing at his plate and asking for them as well, which is great. I do really want to try and get her onto like jacket potatoes and stuff, but I do get that they are quite bland, so I'm going to try and do like beans and jacket potato because she loves beans. And things just about her, she's just... Are you okay? She just brought back up her food. I just love her. Like, I just look at her and I'm in so much awe of her. Like, I never thought I would feel pride and love like I do with her. Like, it's so surreal, and I don't want to come across as cheesy at all, but I mean, if you're a parent, you'll get it and you'll understand. It's just incredible. Like, to think that my body had formed her and she's now sat here. I don't know, I can't get my head around it. I talk about it all the time. You got itchy eyes. She's such a good girl. I am so lucky with P and her temperament and just the way she is. She's so caring and funny and polite. And I say polite, I know she doesn't speak, but just her mannerisms. I just, like, she just makes my heart melt, and I'm so proud of her. Look, you've got your strawberries here. She hasn't eaten her fruit. Would you like a blueberry? Oh, you were eating these this morning. What about a strawberry? What about your drink? So funny and so cheeky, and she's so good in public. Like, she absolutely loves to people watch, so she'll just quite happily sit in a high chair or in her push chair and just eat her lunch and just watch the world go past. She's never really that aggy. She doesn't like being changed at all. She does like to kick off at that point. I think it's just because she's obviously stuck and she can't move and she wants to be on the move. Oh, what's the matter? Do you want a biscuit? She absolutely loves reading her books still. It was something that I was really adamant to get her into, and I'm so happy that she's stuck with it and she's still continuing to go to her bookshelf on her own accord and wanting to sit down and read her stories. I absolutely love that, because I love reading, and I look back on my childhood and I loved being read stories. So it's something that I do with her. I make sure that every single night when I put her to bed I read her a Mr. Men book. It's just a little bit of bonding time for us and like wind down time. She's now off to her books. Hang on, Princess, you haven't finished. She just loves walking around. She likes playing with her cups and with her toys. She's just pretty chilled, if I'm being honest, and really laid back. I can give her her changing bag and she'll quite happily empty it and then fill it back up again. You're a good egg, aren't you? So that's all I really have to say. I don't know whether I've said many points or not. I've just rambled at the camera, but that's sort of how I wanted it to be. I wanted it to be very chilled and relaxed. She's great. I love her. Ah, there. I have days when I have a wobble and I just think, what am I doing? And then she just smiles at me and I'm just like, that's why I'm doing this. See? What is she doing? Boom! Can you hold your hands? Oh. Can you touch your tongue? Good girl. Where are your ears? That's your bow. Where's your nosy? Good girl. Can you hold your hands? Right, that's enough from us. I hope you all enjoyed and I will see you in my next video. Bye! Oh, I love you. Can I have a kiss? Thanks.